Hey, this is Tim. How you doing? This is a little quick video. If you get like a hill start, assist not available, service advanced track, ABS lights on, the track lights on, every light's on, every light in the house is on, and you don't know what to do. Well, this one had a speed sensor and everything else, which all correlates with your wheel sensors. Your wheel sensors tell everything really pretty much is where it's getting its information from. Well, this is getting its information that it's from the right front, that's 158 miles an hour. That means it goes in default. That means it's not working. But you got to make sure on these Ford Fusions, even though you got that code, and even though you know by looking at your wheel sensors that they should be 0 when you're sitting still, not 158, and I don't think this thing would do 158 anyway. But you got to make sure that it's not the wiring, because some of these Ford Fusions have problems with the wiring. So check your wiring right here, make sure it's not in any way corroded or any kind of exposed wire that might be touching ground in it. I tested all that, looked at it. This one fortunately isn't. And I also did another thing I do. I switched this one to the other side, and the left side said 158. So that way I knew that it was a speed sensor. And it's just an 8mm bolt that goes right back here. It's your speed sensor. It's just magnetic. Sits right in here. You just push it right back in there like that. You got an 8mm bolt holder. Got your wiring harness here. So I ordered a new one, and we're putting a new one on. I'll show you that in a minute. But then I'll clear out all the DTCs and everything, and drive it, and it should be all right. But don't start throwing the parts cannon at it. Putting steering sensors in it and all that other stuff. When remember, it gets all its information, all them sensors, the power steering, electronic power steering, everything gets its information from these. And when these are telling it it's going 158 miles an hour, well, it ain't right. So I'm gonna put the new one on here just a second. Okay, got the new one. On the right side, the standard part is ALS 2596, and I'll do the best I can with this in one hand for a second. I'll show you real quick. Of course, you're going to put it in here, back like that. Start your bolt. And it comes with an all new bracket and everything. You take the old one off, you just got this little 10mm little nut light right behind here. I'm just gonna take that off right there. You gotta hold that, but the new one will come with all that. See, comes with this right here. So we'll put right that with it. No big deal. And tap this up here. Of course, you plug it back up. Make sure you push all in your wiring that goes right here and right here. I'll show you in just a second. Alright, pretty much put a lumen around there, lumen around here. Make sure you make everything nice and neat that you can. This is going to go lumen right up here on the top, and just make it nice and neat, which I will in about 2 seconds. And then we're going to go in and clear the codes up, make sure this one's registering. Okay, so now instead of 158 miles an hour, it's at 0. So after that, I will go back to erase the fault data. And everything should be clear on here. And That should take care of the steering signal, all that. On the tire pressure, I guess I'll have to check that, but everything else will be done. And so next time you have one of these with the code for the wheel sensor, do the wheel sensor first before you start throwing steering angle sensors and all that stuff, because those rarely go out. I mean, they can, but they get all their information from the wheel sensor. So if all 4 wheel sensors are absolutely 0 at resting, then go for your angle steering sensor. But if you got one like that one, that's 158, it's either going to be the wiring, because they do got wiring issues on the Fusion, or it's going to be the sensor itself. In this case, it was a sensor. So thanks for watching. Yeah, come on. See you next time.